go. Game 6 underway with Austin Matthews, Matthew Nyes, Mitch Marner out against the. There is Pontus Holmberg, who's out with McMahon and Domi. And here's McMahon on the going to the net. And Holmberg just got a piece of that.
Would not give anyone any chance for Stolarz. There's the collision. And all of a sudden, McMahon gets that open ice. Just tried to get it up.
With the Leafs up with a puck. And move it ahead to McCabe. Jake McCabe into the Ottawa zone. Now it's Holmberg sending that on goal. A rebound came loose. Nick Jensen will take the diagonal shoot in. And Stolarz with a drive right on Stolarz. Still on the event summary here. Alex, not William. Here comes Ridley Gregg to the net. And Stolarz turns him aside.
And watch, he gets behind Morgan Riley, a little bounce pack that he's able to control, and just drive into the net there. There's the
bounce towards Nyes, and here's Nyes streaking down the ice against Perron. Spinorama in the back end, but Omar turns away. Nyes had 6 shots to lead the Leafs in Game 5. So the penalty drawing to a close, and Ottawa without a shot so far. As John Tavares gets set to return. Maybe a chance here for Centerwood, that he got the shot on goal. Working his way in, great pass, and another in front. Nylander to the edge. Oh, what a stop! Over, and Pacioretty puts the rebound wide.
Save in front, the rebound in front comes right side to side, gets the toe on it, and then somehow that puck is in play off the toe, off the post, underneath.
Ekman Larson jumped, had to get back on. Nearly too many for Toronto. Bobby McMahon. Here comes Benoit. Simon Benoit plays it wide. Levin getting turned back by Tavares. On comes Matt Palo. He'll step up. Swings in behind the Leaf net. The sharp angle shot. Matt Palo back. That's picked off by Lawton trying to center. Hit a skate, comes across. Carlo to the net, and that'll stick. Marner again, this time gets it on the tape for Matthews. Leafs are on end of a shift as Matthews flips it in and forces back to Nylander. 88 now. That last power play goal, as you saw in the pregame 2018. Matthews scores! Slid it through! Power play goal, and the Leafs strike first in Game 6.
There's an example of a guy who needed a goal badly. Something on your shot to get it through the traffic. There's other times where position is everything. Lots of time, no chance at all. Omar goes to his left. Matthews just slides that one down. The velocity on that, not something that you typically see, but look at his head up, and you couldn't have put it anywhere else to get it in the back of the net. There's about 2.5 inches there, and the late reaction there of Omar not being able to see through Nyes. I loved even the little stare there by Berube down. That goal is obviously of huge importance too. The Leafs have only lost 3 games this season.
At the edge in shots, has lost 4 times, and the other time the shots were dead even. There's Nylander coming up with a puck. Nylander in, scores! William Nylander in the opening minute of the second period.
The one thing coaches can't stand is a goal in the last minute, minute and a half of a period, or the first minute. Well, the Senators have been guilty of 2. Jensen can't control it, and there's shooter against goaltender. Good patience there by Nylander. Again, never looking down at the puck. That, for me, is one of my favorite spots to shoot. Under the blocker, over the pad. 14 inches.
Assist for Nylander, a 2-0 lead for Toronto here in Game 6. He'll flip it toward the net. It bounces across, and a chance there for Pacioretty, who looks skyward after that opportunity. Kept in at the line and sifted back in by McCabe. Nylander after it. Pacioretty was lining up for a hit. He had 5 in the opening period. Back the other way comes Ottawa. It's David Perron and Stolarz. Around the boards it goes, and it's Stutzla. Thomas Chabot. And Stutzla with a drive that goes high. A loose puck in front gets fired off Stolarz. Kept alive at the line by Stutzla. Now Nylander trying to spring Lawton, but the pass Knocked down by Stützle back in. Schools in his last two. And Stolarz with a big stave there. It's 5.5 Stanley Cup playoff games.
Yeah, didn't you think?
Oh, flipped out. Chance here. And passed across. Stolarz again. We're in mid-change. Nylander and Tavares are out there. Along with Lorentz. Shabbat. He'll take the shot. Scores! Tipped in front. Brady Tkachuk.
Senators, they get in and create the turnover. Good pressure in the corner. Watch McCabe and Tkachuk. He gets one low, goes down, takes away the stick of McCabe. So McCabe is late getting back to the front of the net. Tkachuk, to his credit, popped right back up. Thomas Shabbat with his head up, and how about this tip up and over the shoulder.
Backing him up is Batherson, shooting that wide. McMahon can't reach it. That one played on goal. Still loose, and now Pacioretty on it. Back to Tavares. And fanned by Carlo. A Nylander shot right on. Loose puck off the post.
The post and back. We've seen a couple of these already. Slides off the post, back between the legs.
Pacioretty tried to steer that towards Tavares. Nylander gets on it. Now Tavares is in with Tanev. Flipping it in front.
Puck gets side to side. Tanev sees that there's going to be traffic in front. That creates a little problem. You know you're going to get a rebound. The rebound right there to Nylander, and tries to bank it in.
Even the longest tenured guys have done a good job staying present. Pass will be easier to ignore if they can close in this third, Chris.
Jake McCabe, challenged there by Giroux, and Giroux comes up with a puck, helps it back, and Tkachuk off the post. Close call there. It's fired back in.
By yourself by McCabe creates this opportunity, and no deflection of Stützle. You can see his reaction.
Holmberg goes to play that. Domi off the side of the net. Here's Holmberg back. Jake McCabe with the shot. And it's blockered up onto the screen by his
partners here. We've seen a couple times when he's held on, and just the route that he took goes right back onto the stick of Domi off the side of the net. And now, afterwards, just trying to scramble and get yourself reset. The Leafs unable to.
In behind, Nyes picks it up. Can't clear, a chance here. Shabbat keeps it alive. Greg recovers his stick. Perron on it. Leafs back at full set. Scores! In behind the net. Backed in by Perron. The game is tied.
The turnover there. And David Perron brought here to be one of those guys who, in the big games, can find a way to do something positive. Well, he's done the unthinkable here. Tough angle from behind the line, off the head, and back into the back of the net. A power play that couldn't get the setup.
Here's a 2-on-1 break. Domi and Holmberg. And Domi shot. The glove, the goal mark in behind the net. Domi digs it out. Here's Domi for Pacioretty. Scores! Max Pacioretty.
We've got four guys deep in the zone, and watch Pacioretty just get away from the traffic, You're ready to shoot. Good screen in front, and that's one again.
Giroux ended up on the puck. That puck turned over, though. Here's Nyes in front. And a big shot by Omark off Scott Laughton. Head goal, and what a chance for Scott Laughton to follow up. Got tied up a little with the official. Under a half minute to go. Sanderson, shot blocked by Laughton. Nylander working out. Nylander with a step, pulled down, backhand, scores. And the Leafs have a 2-goal lead.
Laughton brought here for this very reason. And then there's not many times you're going to see William Nylander with empty net not win a race. Just a great job of keeping his legs going, drew a penalty, and man, all the pressure of losing Game 5 on home ice, the 1-13.
A couple of more stops, and it will do it. The Leafs are bound for the second round, and another showdown with the Florida Panthers.